Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be going over my 2023 anime figure pre-order list, and we have quite a few. So right now I have 68 figures pre-ordered. That does include scales, Nindos, and a few prize figures that I've pre-ordered as well. So I've done this chronologically, but not necessarily based on the actual release date, but more so based on the month I expect to actually receive the figure. So for instance, Good Smile Company US is usually like 1 or 2 months behind the actual global release date. And I'm not going to get all these figures for sure. It's a lot of figures to get, but what I've done is I've gone through each figure and I've given them a rating between 1 and 5. So a 1 will be a figure that I've already paid for in advance, so I know I'm going to get it. And then 2 is going to be a figure that I haven't paid for yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm definitely going to get it. And then 3 is definitely kind of on that maybe list. I probably will get it depending on the month. And then 4 and 5 is more of a wish list where I'm looking at the month and I'm thinking, dang, I don't have enough money, or maybe it's a figure that, it looks nice, but I don't really have that much emotional attachment to it. So that's pretty much my 4s and 5s. So yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into it. So starting in January, the first figure that I have here is going to be the 1/7 scale of Baltimore from Azur Lane. This is by Alter, and I don't even play Azur Lane, but when I saw this figure, I just kind of fell in love with the actual character model. I just love her outfit, her stance, it just looks really cool. And as you can see, I only got the lightweight version because, again, I don't play the game. I've seen like the anime and I kind of know what it's about, but the ships weren't really worth the extra cost for me. I really just care about the character herself. So yeah, this is definitely a 2 rating for me. Definitely looking forward to it. And then the next figure is also from a game I don't play. So hopefully I'm not gonna butcher her name here, but it's gonna be Katsuhika Hakusai from Fate Grand Order. This is the 1/7 scale by Good Smile Company. So I actually just picked up this pre-order like last week. I saw her in someone else's pre-order video and I was like, wow, this figure is amazing. I don't know how I missed it, but yeah, I looked for it everywhere. Finally got lucky on Amiyami when it came available and I got it pre-ordered. So when I saw this figure, it kind of gave me the same feelings that I had with the Hoshi figure from Furyu last year. And that was one of my favorite figures from last year. So saw this, had to pre-order it. It's definitely a little expensive for sure. I'm sure the shipping is not gonna be cheap, but I did give it a rating of 2. And then the next 2 figures that we have here are going to be Nindos. The first one is going to be Yushio from Summertime Rendering. This is my wife's favorite character. She loves that anime, so I had to get it for her. Definitely a 1 rating for us. And then finally for January, we have Yumeko from Kakaguri, her Nindo. This was re-released. I love this character, so another kind of no-brainer for me. Although I'm not like a big Nindo collector, but there's just not that many figures of her, so I had to get her Nindo. Now moving into the month of February, this is the month where I've actually pretty much paid for every figure already in advance. So the first one is going to be the Asuka Langley 1/7 scale Radio Eva Part 2 figure by Hobby Max. I actually bought this for my wife, a long time ago, thinking I was going to get it in December and give it to her as a Christmas gift, but unfortunately, that didn't pan out. But it is my wife's favorite character, so I'm happy to buy it for her. And then next we have my Sakurajima 1/7 scale by Spirit Tail. And when I first saw this figure, I was like, wow, it looks absolutely amazing. For one, I already love Mai. She's definitely one of my favorite girls in anime, so I had to pick it up. It was a little bit on the expensive side though, but I have a weakness for Mai, so I just had to get it. And then moving on, we have an Albedo figure. This is by Union Creative 1/7 scale, and this is a re-release, so I felt comfortable picking up because it did have good ratings based on its original release. So no, I had to have an Albedo figure in my collection. And then next we have Toru. This is her 1/7 scale by Apex Innovation. She has her Maid Cafe outfit. I thought the figure was super cute. Another one that I pre-ordered a long time ago. It was supposed to come out in November, and in fact, it did come out in November internationally, but Crunchyroll just has the exclusive rights here in the US, and they just been delaying it, so hopefully we'll get it in February. Next, we have Maki from Jujutsu Kaisen. This is her 1/8 scale by Kotobukiya. So I love Maki. She's my favorite character in Jujutsu Kaisen, I think. So I had to pick this one up, kind of a no-brainer for me. And then finally, the last figure, and this is the only figure that I haven't paid for already this month, is going to be the 1/7 scale Erica Amano from A Couple of Cuckoos. This is her bunny girl outfit. So I wish we had, you know, kind of more smaller scale bunnies like this and not just always quarter scales, but I thought it was super cute. I just got the Erica Nindo last month, so, you know, I really like the character, obviously. So definitely looking forward to this one. Now moving into March, this is a month where I haven't paid for anything. So we're gonna be looking at our ratings again. So the first two figures are from Persona 5 The Royal. I'm actually currently playing that right now on my Switch. I love the game, and yeah, I'm lucky I was able to get some of these pre-orders so late. But the first one is going to be the Kasumi 1/7 scale by Fat Company. Now, I gave this a rating of 3, meaning I might get it. And the reason I'm saying that is because I've seen other Kasumi figures that I think I like a little bit more than this one. So I'm not sure I want to invest in this one plus other figures of Kasumi. So she's not really kind of like top of my list when it comes to the waifu in Persona 5. But yeah, it's a 3. We'll see how I'm, you know, feeling that month. And then next we have Sadio, the teacher. So this one I'm definitely gonna get. This is a rating of 2, so I'm definitely gonna get her. There's not any other figures of her either, I think. So I have to get her because she's one of my favorite characters from the game. And then moving on, we have Kanakamui Furyu 1/7 scale. This is actually a re-release, and yeah, I just think it looks really cute. It's probably her best figure in my opinion. I love the kimono and whatnot, and all the little things going around her. It looks really great. So this is another rating 2 that I'm definitely going to have. And then finally, for the month of March, we have a Nindo. This is going to be Mary from Kakaguri. This would go with my Yumeko Nindo that I'm getting earlier in the year. So yeah, I know there's a Mary 1/7 scale of her laying on the poker table that a lot of people like. The figure looks great. I just don't know if I want to dedicate that much space and money to Mary. I like Mary, I just don't like her that much. If it was a Yumeko figure like that, instantly I'll get her right away. But Mary, she's cool, but just not my thing. Looking at the month of April, this is actually a lighter month for me in terms of scale figures. So the first one that I have here is going to be a 1/7 scale of Rei from Eva. This is her Millennials illustration version by Alter. Now, this is another figure that I bought for my wife, so it's definitely a 1 rating because I have to get it at this point, but she's the one that loves Eva. I haven't watched Eva since like the original series a long time ago, but I do have on my to-do list to watch the remaining Eva movies and whatnot. So give me time, I will watch it, but all of these Eva figures I pretty much got from my wife. That's a surprise. She doesn't watch my videos anyway, so it's fine. She'll never find out about this. And then next we have a 1/7 scale of Chizuru from Rent a Girlfriend. This is by Good Smile Company. Rent a Girlfriend is kind of my guilty pleasure, and I love me some Chizuru, so I'm definitely going to be getting this. Definitely, I think I've already paid for it actually. Yeah, so I've already paid for this. It's a 1 rating. And then next we have another Kobayashi figure. We have a Toru Nindo from Good Smile Company. I gave this a rating of a 2. Honestly, I'm not like a big Nindo collector, but I had to have Toru just because she has her tail finally in her figure. So yeah, I'll definitely be picking that up. And then the last 2 figures that we have here are going to be some pop-up parades. So we have Anya as well as Lloyd coming out that month by Good Smile Company. I gave these like a rating of a 3. I really kind of just want the Lloyd figure because we haven't really gotten a good scale figure Lloyd yet. So if I get Lloyd, I gotta get the rest of the family to kind of go with it. So yeah, that's why I kind of have these kind of low on the ratings right now. Kind of depends on how I feel that month. Now moving into the month of May, we're starting to pick back up in terms of our scale pre-orders. I'm very year-end heavy when it comes to scale pre-orders. I'm sure a lot of you guys are too. But the first one is going to be the Ichika Nakano from Quintessential Quintuplets. This is her 1/7 scale Fallen Angel version by Proof. And I really do like all these figures by Proof, but I could only give this a rating of 3, meaning I might get her depending on how my money's looking, but it cost me about $240, $250 to get this shipped to me, and that's pretty dang expensive. So I don't think I'm gonna end up getting her just because we have those 1/6 scales coming from Good Smile later on in the year and beginning of 2024 that I'm really looking forward to, that are just, I think, a much better value. But yeah, we'll see how money's looking that month, but no, I still had to kind of give it a 3. And then next we have a Roxy from Mushoku Tensei. This is her 1/7 scale by CA Works. This is actually a re-release, and you know, she looks really good. I saw the pictures of her. She has really good ratings on my figure collection, and I think this is one of her better figures, so kind of a no-brainer for me. I gave this a rating of a 2. And then the next figure that I have here is going to be a hollow 1/7 scale Chinese dress version by Katakawa. This is just kind of a no-brainer for me, rating of a 1, so I'm definitely going to pick her up. I just love her pose, her dress, just her facial expression, the fact that she has apples on her serving tray. She just looks really, really good. And then the next two figures are two figures that just went up on pre-order like a few weeks ago. They're going to be Amelia and Rem from ReZero. This is their 1/7 scale Elegant Beauty from Katakawa. And yeah, these figures definitely look great. I gave Amelia a rating of a 2, and I gave Rem a rating of a 3. So I'm definitely gonna get the Amelia. I think she looks really good. And the Rem also looks pretty good, but the reason I gave her a 3 is 1, money. 2, I think I would rather have a Rem and Ram kind of companion set when it comes to my figures and not Rem and Amelia. And yeah, I'm not like just that big of a Rem fan. I'm not like Derek from DTCC Reviews. I like her, but I don't love her, and I don't want to have too many in my collection. So I gave her kind of a lower rating than the Amelia, but we'll definitely see, you know, when that month comes around if I end up picking her up. And then the last figure that I got for May is going to be Lilith 1/7 scale by Midikos Entertainment. Now, I didn't watch this anime. I tried. It just wasn't that good, to be honest. But I love this character model. She looks really good. And I actually have her pre-ordered in 2 different places. One on Amyami and then another one on another website. I can't remember off the top of my head. But on the other website, I have her with her bonus parts where she has cat ears and a different facial expression. So that one definitely costs more than the one on Amyami, which is about $165. I think that includes shipping. I'm not 100% sure. But either way, I gave this figure a rating of a 4. It looks good, but I'm not too emotionally attached to her other than her being a lovely brown girl. But yeah, we'll definitely see about that one. It's just not really kind of, you know, too high on my priority list. Now looking at the month of June, this is actually kind of a lighter month for me. So the first figure that I have here is going to be a 1/7 scale of Anya Forger and Bond by Kotobukiya. This figure is kind of a no-brainer for me. It's relatively cheap and it's super cute. She comes with an extra faceplate as well. So I give it a rating of 1. I'm definitely going to be picking this up once it's released. And then next we have another figure for the wife. This is going to be the 1/7 scale of Ray. This is her Radio Eva Part 2 by Hobby Max. And yeah, I've already paid for it, so I'm definitely going to be getting it for her. And then the last scale figure that I have for the month of June is one that I just pre-ordered. It's going to be Albedo 1/7 scale by Spirit Tail. And this figure just looks pretty funky. I just like the idea of this picture frame and her lying on that pillow, I guess. It just looks really good. However, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to end up getting this one just because of the cost. And I'm not sure how many Albedo figures I want to have in my collection, but I do really like it, so when the month comes around, I'll definitely take it into consideration. And then the final figure is actually just a prize figure. It's going to be Kaguya by Bandai Spirits. Here she is just kind of sitting on the ground. I think this is the episode when she got really sick and the president went to go check on her. I think that was like the first season or something. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cute and it's, you know, relatively cheap. So I was like, yeah, why not? Now moving into the month of July, this is my birthday month, so maybe we'll splurge a little bit, we'll see. So the first figure that I have here is going to be Quintessential Quintuplets Miku Nakano. This is the 1/6 Date Style version by Good Smile. So the first figure from the Date Style lineup that we're going to see, and easily gonna get this 1 rating. It's relatively cheap, 1/6 scale for like 140, 150 bucks. Definitely excited for this one. This whole lineup just looks really good. So don't let us down, Good Smile. And then next we have Hiro Segawa, A Couple of Cuckoos, 1/7 Bunny Girl version by Katakawa. This will go with my Erica that I'm going to get earlier in the year. I gave this a rating of a 3. You know, I do like Erica more than I like Hiro, but Hiro still looks pretty good. And yeah, I think they'll look good together. So I'll probably end up getting her at the end of the day. Again, it's my birthday. Maybe I'll splurge just a little bit. And then our last scale figure is going to be from Persona 5, the Royale. This is Kasumi's 1/7 Kaito version by Amakuni, so her transformation version essentially. And yeah, like I said earlier, I have another Kasumi when she's just in her school uniform. I like that one, but I think I would rather pick this one up over that one. And I don't want to have too many Kasumis in my collection. I like her, but I don't like her that much to kind of give her all that space. So we'll definitely see. This one's definitely a lot more expensive, I will say that. So we'll see how it's gonna look, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get this one over the school uniform version. And then the next figure that I have here is going to be a Nindo. So this is gonna be Albedo from Overlord. And the only reason I'm picking up this figure is for the fact that it comes with a big body pillow of Ions and she has that look on her face. Absolutely had to have it, so I'm gonna give this a rating of 2. And then I have another little Mai prize figure that just came out by Taito. It looks really, really good. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up getting this as well. Again, I love me some Mai. And then finally we have Your Forger Pop-Up Parade from Good Smile Company. This will go with the other Spy Family pop-up parades I'm gonna have. So I gave this like a 3s. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to get these pop-up parades from Spy Family, but we'll definitely see. But that wraps it up for July. Now moving into the month of August. So this is a pretty big month for me in terms of the number of figures and overall costs. So the first figure that I have here is going to be the 1/6 scale of Chizuru from Rent a Girlfriend. Don't judge me, guys, don't judge me. But this is the Hikori Misumi second Christmas version of Chizuru. So they had another one with her jumping out of a gift box, and this is a second version of it. And I definitely like this one a lot better. I like her pose and her face a lot more in this one. And the figure wasn't too expensive. I gave this a rating of a 3, so I definitely like her. She's something I want to get, but I may come to the realization that I have too many Chizurus, so I kind of moved her down on my priority list just a little bit. But we'll see how that month is gonna look. And then the next figure that I have here is going to be an original character. This is Neon 1/6 scale by Neon Max. And I talked about this figure a few months ago when it first announced it, and I absolutely love this figure. I loved everything about it, her look, just her pose, her outfit, all the accessories that go with it, just the overall aesthetic of the figure. I just had to get it. And in fact, I've already paid for it on Tokyo Otaku mode, so I'll definitely be getting this one, definitely, one priority. And then another original character that is supposed to come out that month is going to be one that I think just went up for pre-order. It's going to be Thea by Union Creative International. This is the 1/7 scale figure. And yeah, it's just another figure that I thought was super, super cute. And I guess I'm just a sucker for girls for silverish, bluish hair. But yeah, this pose, this outfit, just the whole overall look, I really did like it. So I gave this a rating of a 3. So I really do like it. We'll see how the month is looking, what I want to get, but she's pretty high up on my list. And then next we have an Azur Lane Azuma 1/7 scale. This is the soft voice of spring version. Whatever that means. I don't play Azur Lane, but she looks pretty good. I saw this by Alter. I was like, dang, Alter is just killing with these Azur Lane figures. I only gave it a rating of a 4, and that's because it is pretty much a fairly expensive figure, to be honest. And it does come in 2 versions, one with that little mirror accessory and one without. I would definitely have to get it with the mirror. Without the mirror just doesn't do it for me. So we'll see how the month is looking. But again, 4, it's not too high on my priority just because I don't know Azur Lane enough, and I think the character looks good, but I'm just not in love with her enough to necessarily pay that amount of money. So we'll definitely see. And then next we have a Persona 5, the Royale, Morgana, and Haru figure from Mega House. This is them in their transformations, and just a super cute figure. Again, I'm playing Persona 5 right now. I love Haru's character. She's super sweet, super cute. So definitely gonna be picking this one up. And then the final figures that I have for the month of August are pretty much all Nindos. So we have 2 Chainsaw Man Nindos. We have Aki and Makima coming out. I gave Aki a rating of 2 because that's my wife's favorite character, so I'm definitely gonna be picking him up. And then I got Makima coming as well. I gave her a rating of 3. I thought she was just kind of, Makima's kind of boring to really look at, and she's okay. She's not too bad, but depending on how much money I want to spend that month, we'll see. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to pick her up later. And then I have 2 Death Note figures. We got L and Lights coming out. I gave them ratings of 4. I love Death Note, but do I need the Nindos? I don't know. We'll see. And then finally, the last figure that I have here is going to be Fran from, I think it's called reincarnated as a sword that just aired, I think, last season. Fran was super cute character. The only reason I was watching that show was for Fran. So I was like, you know, we're probably not gonna get a actual like scale figure or even a prize figure. We might get prize figures of her, but we'll see. But I got her on pre-order. I gave her a rating of 4. Again, not that high of a priority. I didn't love her that much to spend like $60 on a Nintendo, so we'll see. But again, August is pretty stacked in terms of overall cost, so like over $1,000 easy if I want to buy all this stuff. So we're definitely gonna be making some cuts for August. Now jumping into the month of September. So I don't have a lot of figures, but I'm definitely paying a lot if I were to get all these figures. So the first 2 are from my favorite game that I don't even play, Azur Lane. It's going to be the Atago and Takawao. I'm not sure if I'm saying their names right. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it, guys, but it's their 1/7 scale versions by Alter. And yeah, I just thought they were super cute. I like the character models. They look good, the poses, the outfits. I'm sure Alter's quality is gonna be there. So yeah, I went ahead and pre-ordered them, but I only gave them a rating of 4. And again, that's just because I'm not like emotionally attached to these characters. And I don't know if they're cute enough for me to wanna actually pay that amount of money for them, but we'll definitely see how I'm feeling when September comes around. And then the next figure is going to be the first scale figure of Power from Chainsaw Man. This is her, should be a scramble figure by Eastream that's coming out. 1/7 scale. I've already paid for her, so I'm definitely gonna be getting her. I think this figure was a little bit controversial. Some people loved it, some people hated it. I definitely prefer figures where they're wearing their original outfits, and even if they're in a pose like this from a direct scene from the source material, I love it even more. So it was kind of a no-brainer for me. Definitely gonna be getting it. And then we have our first Marin Kitagawa scale figure by Aniplex coming out, or at least I'm gonna get it in September. So it's gonna be the 1/7 scale. She looks really good. I'm sure Aniplex is going to nail it. And yeah, everything about this figure, I just love her. I mean, some people didn't like her face, but I think her face looks pretty good. Her hair, her outfit, the bag, I like all the details. So definitely gonna be picking this one up. In fact, I have already paid for it, so she will be coming. And then finally for this month, we have another Nindo. This is gonna be Kobini from Chainsaw Man. Love her, she's just super cute. So gave her a rating of 2. I'll definitely be getting her once she is released. Hey guys, Future Will here. And as I was editing my video, a figure that's been getting a lot of hype over the past week just went up for pre-order. It's going to be the quarter scale Freeing Bunny of Power from Chainsaw Man. And it's going to cost $326 to ship from Good Smile Company. And it's definitely a pricey figure, but I do think I'm going to pre-order it. I'm gonna give it like a rating of a 4, so really not that high of a priority for me. And that's just because I'm not a big bunny collector. In fact, I have 1 Freeing Bunny in my collection, and I have none on pre-order for 2023. So yeah, paying $326 for a bunny just doesn't really sit right for me. The main reason I'm considering buying this thing is honestly just to hold on to it, keep it sealed, sell it in a couple years on the aftermarket, retire from my job, become a professional YouTuber, and just never worry about money again. So yeah, I'm gonna add to my pre-order list. It comes out in September. I'm assuming the Makima is gonna go up for pre-order pretty soon as well. And it'll probably be like October release date, I'm guessing, but I don't think I'm going to pre-order that one because one is enough, and Makima overall I think is kind of a boring looking bunny figure, to be honest. She looks a little bit too generic for me, but yep, let's go and get back to our normal video. Now jumping into the month of October. So this is looking like the calm before the storm because November, January, February, all looking kind of crazy. So first figure is gonna be Nina Nakano 1/6 Day Style by Good Smile. Definitely getting this. I'm getting the entire lineup, just spoiler alert. I will be getting all of these figures, but she's looking really good, of course. And again, very great value. And then the next figure is going to be Demon Souls Figma Fluted Armor by Max Factory. I'm a huge From Software fan. And I gave this figure a 5 rating because of the price. I'm probably not gonna get it. It's very expensive for just a Figma. It comes with a lot of accessories, but I don't know if that's gonna really warrant me buying it or not. So I'll probably will end up scratching this one, unfortunately. And then we have another Nindo. We have Dr. Stone Sinku. Love Dr. Stone. He has some really good facial expressions in this Nindo. So definitely gonna get this one. I gave it like a rating of a 3. So we'll see. I'm not like a huge Nindo collector, so I don't always kind of prioritize those too much. And then finally, we have some prize figures. So the first two are gonna be Alpha and Beta from Eminence and Shadow, the anime that's currently airing right now. I love that anime. These figures are by Sega, so you know, they're just prize figures. I'm getting them from Big Bad Toy Store. They cost about $40 each. We'll see. They look good, but they're just prize figures, so they're not like a huge priority for me. So we'll see how that month is looking. I gave them a rating of 4. And then we do have another Marin Kitagawa. This is just a prize figure by Sega as well. I'm gonna get this one. I'm a Marin simp, so yeah, I'm gonna get it. Now moving into the month of November. So this is where we're getting to kind of a tricky period because we have the holidays right around the corner. So I do have to take into consideration like Christmas gifts and all that stuff. But the first figure we have here is going to be another quintessential quintuplets date style version. This is Yotsuba Nakano. And yeah, I'm gonna get her priority 1, kind of a no-brainer for me. And I love me some Yotsuba, so definitely picking this up. And then next we have a couple of Azure Lane figures, and I don't know what I was thinking when I pre-ordered all these Azure Lane figures. I don't play the game, but all the figures just look so good. But the first one is the Penelope 1/7 scale Salty Maid version by Wings. And this figure just looks super cute. I love her outfit. Her character model in general looks really good. Her face, I like all the decor on the base. The figure just looks good. But saying all that, I gave it a 5 rating in my priority list. She's not like terribly expensive, but she is kind of expensive, especially for a character I don't know anything about. During the holidays, if I have other stuff to buy. So yeah, unfortunately, I'll probably end up cutting her. But the next figure that we have here is going to be Pola 1/7 scale Seaside Coincidence by Alter. And you know, I gave her 3. She's a little bit cheaper than the Penelope, I think. And I'm a sucker for girls with purple hair, wearing bikinis and starfishes on their butts. So what can I say? Judge me if you want, I don't care. But yeah, I gave her a 3, so I'll probably end up getting her. And then next we have Isekai Oji-san's Elf by Katakawa. This is the manga version edition actually. And I really do like this figure. And I love the anime, I love the character, but she is a little bit on the expensive side for this figure, I think. I think it's gonna cost me about $205 shipped from Good Smile Company if I were to get this. So I gave this a rating of a 4 just because of the cost. I just think it's a little bit overpriced for what you get. And then the final figure for the month of November is going to be an Eva figure. This is the Nagisa 1/7 Radio Eva Part 2 by Hobby Max. This is going to be one. I'm definitely getting this for my wife. I think this is actually my wife's favorite character now I think about it. So I'm definitely going to be getting this for her Christmas gift, I guess. We'll see, but yeah, it's definitely on the list. He looks pretty cool. I like his outfit, got a little bit of swag there, so a very nice looking figure. So finally for the month of December. So right now, not looking too bad. I only have 2 figures that are scheduled for release. The first one is going to be the lovely Ichika Nakano from Quintessential Quintuplets, my favorite sister from the group, and this is her date style from Good Smile Company. So of course, I'm absolutely gonna get this one. This is kind of a no-brainer for me, priority 1. And then finally, the last figure for 2023 is going to be Steins Gate's Kirisu 1/7 Good Smile Company. And this figure just looks absolutely amazing. That base and those stack of computer monitors that she's leaning on just looks so cool. And I love Kirisu as a character. So no brainer for me. It's an expensive figure for sure, but it is priority 1 and I definitely will be picking this up. Now, I do have some figures that are coming out next January, next February 2024. I got Marin Kitagawa, I got the Itsuki Quintessential Quintuplets date style. I have a Chisato on pre-order. I have Anya and Your Forger on pre-order, but we'll talk about those in another video. But yeah, 2023, definitely pretty big. And kind of summarizing like everything. So 68 figures on pre-order. It cost me roughly $9,500 to buy all those figures. And that does include shipping for the most part. I think there are probably a few figures where I forgot to actually include the shipping costs, but for the most part, it does include shipping. And the actual figure breakdown by type, we have 12 Nindos, 1 Figma, 8 prize / pop-up parades, and then we have 7 1/6 scales, 39 1/7 scales, and 1 1/8 scale. So a total of 47 scale figures. And out of all 68 figures, I know for sure I'm gonna get 45 of them. Those are the ones that I gave a priority rating of 1 or 2 to. So I either already paid for them or I know I'm gonna pay for them as soon as to release. And the remaining 23 that were rated like 3, 4, or 5, those are kind of toss-ups, kind of depending on the month and how my money is looking, will kind of determine whether or not I get those. So let me know down in the comments which figures that you have on pre-order that you're most anticipating. Thanks for watching. Be sure to smash that like button, easy way to support the channel, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.